Hello, hey Vibe Tribe, welcome. Happy Taco Tuesday. Hey y'all, hey, welcome. Taco Tuesday. What's going on, Vibe Tribe mods? How are y'all doing on this lovely Tuesday? I'm gonna keep this live pretty brief. I'm gonna keep it brief. I ain't even gonna be on here hold y'all long like that, y'all, for real. Um, I'm gonna just pop it for a second, pop my ish for un momento, por favor, and then I'ma do it moving. Yeah, I ain't gonna pop it for too much for too long. But y'all know me, I have a hard time believing shit that comes out of either one of their mouths. um, but I will say this. Now, a lot of people are saying, yeah, it's true about Jasmine being pregnant. And I guess for her, fortunately, losing the pregnancy or whatever. I'm going to just say this. Um, Miscarriage, I personally, I don't even think I've had one. And I'm a really explain. This sounds so crazy. I took a pregnancy test one time. This was years ago. And I took it like before my period, like 2 days before, them early tests. And I was like, okay, it's a faint line, so I'm pregnant. It was by my baby daddy, and I was just really irritated with that nigga. I didn't want to have another one of his goddamn seeds. And girl, I went to the toilet and I just prayed to God. I said, God, please, I really don't want to do this with this man. Please do not. I just cannot bear to do this with this man. Mind you, I took the test 2 days before my period was supposed to come. Literally the day my period was supposed to come, I started bleeding. Now, call it the power of prayer, call it a false positive, call it what you want. I was satisfied with the results, okay? So I don't know if that was a miscarriage or that was just God working his magic. So I can't really say for sure I miscarried. It could have just been a false positive. This was years ago. When they first came out with them early tests, where they'd be like, take the test 5 days sooner or whatever. So I'm seeing that in correlation where, like, I don't really know the emotion behind having a miscarriage, but I can be sure it's devastating, right? I can almost attest that it is just a hard pill to swallow. So I'm saying that to say, when Jasmine comes on here and pops her shit about a miscarriage, it's hard to believe Jasmine for the simple fact that it's like you've been mimicking people online for years. You have never once came up with an original storyline of your own. You see Olivia come on here and act belligerent, and then a week or two later, you try the same behavior. Now, it seems to me, I guess, Key Plus 3 has just recently experienced a pregnancy loss. And so conveniently, around the same time, so has Jasmine. My thing is this. Let's just run with it, guys. Let's let her have it. Let's just say she really was pregnant and she really had a miscarriage. Let's just run with it. Which I personally I really finding it hard to believe. But let's just run with it, okay? Bitch, is it Phillips, baby? Jasmine, inquiring minds want to know. Is it Phillips, baby? We know damn sure it ain't Chris. Now everybody been speculating, oh, Chris been back over. Oh, she's happy. Now Chris will come and collect a bag. We already know that. Chris is not too shameful to go take some money or some trinkets from his baby mama Jasmine. But hear me out. Hear me out. This is no disrespect to my Virgos. But Jasmine will fuck a random nigga and get pregnant because she has done so before in the past. So it is not far-fetched that she was actually pregnant by a motherfucker that probably nobody knows. Because Jasmine will fuck a stranger unprotectedly and get pregnant. Do y'all recall when Philip first went to jail? And not even 90 days later, Jasmine was pregnant by, I think it was the maintenance man or something like that. It was a brief situation. And she found out later the man had hella kids. Y'all recall that? Do y'all recall that? And then she went and terminated, right? So it's not far-fetched that she was pregnant and probably by a random guy. Do y'all recall that? So this is not a far-fetched idea that, Jasmine was hunching some nigga and got pregnant, because that's her pattern. She's done that before. Now, I just saw her live where somebody asked her how many times she's been pregnant, and she said, I don't know. Bitch, that's sad. If a bitch can come on here and be like, you don't know how many times you've been pregnant, you done terminated a couple of motherfucking times. I bet on any heel, Jasmine has been pregnant about maybe 11 or 12 times. Maybe more. Maybe 13 or 14 times. Who knows? But let's just put our hood bitch thinking cap on before we just call her a liar and saying she's not pregnant. She will throw that pussy at a stranger unprotectedly and get pregnant. She's done it before. Okay? She has done it before. So, and not only that, this is weight loss, Jasmine. This is, I got a new attitude. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got a new attitude. That's the Jazz that's been fucking random niggas. So it's not far-fetched that she was pregnant. Now, here's the gag. I don't believe she miscarried. And I'm going to be like, what are you talking about, Kels? Jasmine lives in Texas, okay? If she catches the pregnancy earlier enough, she probably knows ways to make her body naturally go into a miscarriage. Hear me out. Hear me out. Do you think if she was pregnant by Chris that she would be mysteriously having a miscarriage? Hell fucking no. However, being pregnant by a random nigga you done bust that twat open for, there are ways where you can concoct, take things, drink things, teas, vitamin C's. There are things out there that will naturally cause your body to dispel early enough of a fetus, of an embryo. So, you could call it a miscarriage or a forced miscarriage. I think the bitch was pregnant by a random nigga. Yeah, if it was Chris, she would just take that gamble and keep it. She would take that gamble and keep it. But because all of a sudden she's miscarried, air quotations, it leads me to believe this was a random nigga baby. Why? The lack of emotions. The disconnect is there. Okay? If it was Chris's baby, she would have some emotion behind it. Y'all remember that time she was pregnant and he made her discard it? Her emotions and body language was all over the place. She was really down and depressed and sad. Y'all know that time that he got her pregnant and somehow magically she wasn't pregnant no more. Y'all know that time. I think it was the beginning of 2023. Okay. Hear me out. Just listen. Let's put our hood bitch thinking caps on. That emotional and energy she was carrying during that time, if she was pregnant with Chris's baby this time, it would have been that same type of emotion. This bitch is so disconnected from what the fuck she allegedly went through with a miscarriage. It leads me to believe one or two things. Bitch, you ain't pregnant, or you was pregnant by a random nigga and you are relieved that you, I believe, forcibly miscarried. Yeah, she was big. You remember that? Y'all remember that? Okay. Hear me out. Yes, I still got the picture. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. I still got the picture. Hold on. I know I still got the picture. I got to. I think I do. Let me take a look. But I specifically remember her emotions during that time. Her emotions during that time was she was really, really upset, saddened. And you could tell. You could tell she was sad. Like, damn, I had to get rid of this baby. But now the disconnect is so disconnected. It couldn't have been that nigga's baby, probably a random nigga's baby, or she wasn't pregnant at all. Had to be. Hold on, I'm going back, y'all. I'm going back. Let's see. In the red hoodie, because Kim Yada just reminded me it was the red hoodie. And I'm going back so I could take a little look-see-loo. Let's see, the red hoodie. Where in the hell is it at? This funny. I still got pictures of her crying from when Olivia first like let everybody know she didn't want to be friends with Jasmine no more. And I got the thumbnail of Jasmine just crying over Olivia. Such a sad, pathetic time of her life. Oh, here it go. Boom and boom. We remember this. Let me make it big. Let me make it big. Yeah. Here we go. Let me show y'all. And we just gonna let this marinate for a minute and we'll talk. Okay. So exhibit A. Y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this? That's that time he made her abort mission. Y'all remember that? Y'all recall that belly, right? She was pretty. She was serving it. Y'all remember? Yeah, that was real time. She had that black eye. Yeah. Y'all remember her demeanor? It was just hella depressed. It was just saddened. Yeah, don't forget about this one, sis. Yeah. This that time she was pregnant and Hipsy Hustle made that stomach go down along with a black eye. I forgot she had that black eye. I forgot. But I'm showing y'all this to say that if she really was pregnant this time and if it was Chris, baby, I feel like her miscarriage would have had more of an impact. She would have been more sad. So, yeah. I believe it belonged to a random nigga. That's just my belief. It belonged to a random nigga. Um, yeah, Hips wasn't playing that, and this was at the time Whoa v Wade was already turned over. Okay, so if she had to order pills from Mexico, if she had to come up with a concoction, whatever she had to do, y'all know she wasn't preggo no more. Y'all know that. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Talking to my realtor, y'all. My bad. Um, no, she's never sad about the ABs. Only time she had that kind of look of sadness was during this one when she had to get rid of this one because she wanted that girl so bad. When she had to get rid of this one, she was sad. She was sad. She was. She was sad. Um, because it was Chris's. But this time, looking at her face, looking at her demeanor, that bitch ain't get no fucks. That bitch probably drunk the vitamin C, some raspberry leaf tea, anything to make that uterus contract and expel. Sis probably was like, give it to me now. Let me get this out now. Okay? So I'm led to believe it wasn't Chris, baby. Now I'm gonna make a poll. Suba's hush, sis. I'm gonna make a poll because I feel like either she was pregnant, and I want to know y'all thoughts. So was the bitch pregnant, or was she just pregnant by a random and magically got rid of it? Or do y'all believe she wasn't pregnant at all? Let me see. Let me try to put a poll up in here. Okay. Let me see. I ain't done this in a while. I might be a little rusty. Let me put in a poll. Hold on. What the realtor say? Okay, my girl is cooking. My girl is cooking. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Can I put in a poll? Let me see. I want to add a poll. Let me see. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do it, y'all. See, I'll be watching Harley Initiated, and they always be having polls. I don't know how to do it, but I sure want y'all. What you call it? Let me see. Hell, I don't know, y'all. I tried. I don't know how to do it. Sorry. Sorry, guys. We'll just old school do it. If you think Jasmine is lying about ever being pregnant, having a miscarriage, press 1. If you think she was pregnant and forcefully miscarried because it was a random nigga's baby, put 2. So put a 1 in the chat. Hell no, the bitch was never pregnant. Put a 2 in the chat. Hell yeah, she's pregnant by a random nigga and forcefully miscarried. Damn. Well, goddamn, everybody like, nah. Oh, God. Damn, everybody's like, nope. Sissy, I think she just wants some attention on the channel. Sis said neither. Well, what you believe, Virgo Diva? If it's neither, please explain. I want to hear this. Please explain. Neither? You just so if she not lying and it ain't a random nigga, then what's the third option? She just want attention? But that would be lying. Sis, when has Jasmine ever known how to have safe sex? Come on now. Come on now. You know how many terminations she'd have for Philip? Safe sex. You know what? I want somebody to ask her so bad in the comments. Ask her about, do she go get herself tested? I want somebody to ask her hella bad. Like, do you go get yourself tested? She said, Kels, because that cup of Henny piss she had up there last month was from basketball. See, not only that, she goes to the clinic and take all the weight loss shit, right? The injections. Now, this has been an old school technique that was used for weight loss. But there are HCG injections that are used for weight loss. HCG, like y'all know, because we got babies, is the pregnancy hormone. So if someone is getting HCG shots for weight loss, because it is a thing, you will definitely come up with a positive pregnancy test. Hell, if you're a man getting HCG shots, you will come up with a positive pregnancy test. It is used in weight loss. It's something that happens. So, I mean, her having a positive pregnancy test don't really prove shit, because we know you've been on a weight loss hype and we know you get injections. You could be telling us you're getting B12, B6, and semaglutide. Whole time you could probably be getting HCG with that shit too. Who knows? Yeah. Sis said, I used to use HCG. I lost 60 pounds. Man, listen, it works. It fucking works, okay? This shit is so tired and played. Lying about pregnancies and miscarriage for 13 years is man, Black, I'm telling you, sis. The shit is annoying. It's annoying at this point. And the way she just did that live stream, talking about like made it seem like she's either happy to have a miscarriage or that she's telling y'all it's a miscarriage, but somehow she forcefully lost it. She just had this kind of like, thank God I ain't pregnant no more persona or attitude about the situation. And it was just like, that's also distasteful, because bitch, make a nigga put a condom on. Bitch, go chew you some goddamn Plan Bs like Skittles, like they say you been popping them. Get on some damn birth control. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have so many options, but you're so thankful for this miscarriage. You're so relieved because you don't think you could have took care of another kid. You should have thought about that before fucking. And then this is what really makes my asshole itch. This is what makes the when this bitch always say, we're only human, guys, because I'm human. When people ask her why you didn't use any contraceptive, because I'm human, guys. I'm human. Bitch, I'm so sick of that fucking excuse, because I'm fucking human. Stop acting like that is the end all, tell all, number one excuse. Because I'm human, guys. That's why I have unprotected sex with random men. Because I'm human, guys. Knock it off. I'm so fucking tired of that played out ass saying. Everything is because you fucking human. You don't think about fucking STDs and shit, bitch? You don't think about that shit? Because you're human? Because you're fucking human. Really? Like, get the fuck out of here. She be careful, because there's a lot of different STDs, other stuff that's out there too. Jasmine don't care about STDs. Y'all think Jasmine care about STDs? Let's be fucking for real. You think Jasmine care about a damn STD? Jasmine's probably a walking STD. That girl don't give a fuck. You hear me? STDs. Girl, she probably think that's some standardized testing for dicks or something. Jasmine only concern is weight loss and dick. Not her children, not STDs. Oh, and begging. Sorry. Begging is a concern of hers too. But you think she would fuck about some STDs? If it don't have shit to do with weight loss, sports, and dick and begging, baby, you'd have lost her. You'd have lost her. No, no, you done lost her. Uh-uh. And Suma right, not even good dick. She put up with Chris because she was in the delusion that he was just this prize. Like she really felt like she won something with Chris. And that's the biggest distinction between how Olivia was with Zolo and Jasmine with Chris. Olivia was trying to prove a point to people that she was over Gerard. So she was hyper fixated on making it seem like Zolo was just heaven sent, God sent. This is who she prayed for. Jasmine literally was engulfed and infatuated with Chris because she thought she had won some fucking prize. And quiet as it kept, she still think he a fucking prize. But that's the thing, bitch. The dick not even good, bitch. Like you think he would fuck with you like he fucked with you if he had good dick? Girl, bye. You know how many bitches is running laps around you, Jasmine? That would take a fucking pencil dick nigga like that and be happy if he was a nigga about substance and had motion and was really that nigga that was a prize for real. You was the only milk dud that thought he was worth a goddamn. That's the word my mama be using, girl. Matchbox. How sad to be getting fucked in that matchbox and can't even get a proper date. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Jasmine could get a proper date if she had a babysitter. Don't nobody want to go out with Legend? I bet a nigga would take her out for some pussy. But she always got Legend. Who the fuck gonna watch him? Philip? No. Jab just be like, look, I know you want to take me out, but fuck it. Just come over and get some pussy. Just come over to the house and get some pussy. Cause I can't even, I got my baby with me. I can't even, you feel me? The other kids with their daddy. Fuck it. I bet a nigga would take Jasmine out. But she can't because she got her ball and chain with her 24 fucking 7. Although Chris is a bum, he gave man, unlike Philip, who gives a team. Chris, like outer persona, when you first meet him, you would think he is a stand-up guy at first glance. Once you probably talk to him and see how he moved, then you'll know, like, oh, this is a fugazi ass nigga. You know? But yeah. That's right, sis. Legend is the third wheel. Mm-mm-mm. But that's my thing though. Like, if you don't want people to say shit, you could have kept that storyline to yourself, sis. Easy. Cause you know people are gonna ask you, girl, who you pregnant by? You know they gonna ask you. They're gonna ask you a bunch of questions. Girl, who you pregnant by? What's going on? What excuse me. They gonna ask, when did you miscarry? Are you okay? Are you her whole attitude towards it is just hella off-putting. Like, oh, this is nothing. Which makes me believe um yeah, it's a forced miscarry. Because the bitch just sounded so relieved. It just sounded so relieved. Exactly. Why bring it to the internet if she's going to get mad about it? I don't fucking know. Sis said toys don't get you pregnant. Queen, how he looked like the stand-up guy his first appearance he had on a rack of hats. Kim, shut up. I just can't imagine begging for a comforter for my kids and still out here raw with strange dudes. She probably doesn't even get a last day. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look, Jasmine just be wanting to get fucked, okay? If it's, I think it was Black and Bougie or B Kirk, one of my favorite, one of my two favorites back in the day, who always tells about them special ed people. They can, that one thing they really learn how to do that they like doing is to fuck. That is Jasmine. Jasmine don't give a fuck else about a last name, whatever the fuck, as long as her needs are met and she gets somebody to scratch her on the inside part. That's all she care about. What's wrong, Poo Poo? What's wrong, Pooh? He mad at the game. Anyways, since I wouldn't even want to give people the idea that I could be pregnant by someone that don't even take me nowhere, these bitches are embarrassing. What's wrong, Poo Poo? What happened? Don't cry. Who did it?
Keyboard.
What you want?
Keyboard.
The keyboard?
Yes.
I'm using it right now. You want my phone?
Full.
Okay. Anyways. Girl, yeah, he called her laptop the keyboard. Even though he got his own laptop, he just loves mine. Because it's touchscreen. He got a MacBook, but I got an HP touchscreen, girl. He loved the hell out of it. Anyways. Jasmine don't care about dates. But that's the thing though. She would if she could. But she can't because she got her ball and chain. Sister, that was B Kurt. Oh yeah, hypersexual. Yeah. True. They do be hypersexual. Yes. Yeah, he ready to play, y'all. Yes. See, that's why it was funny in my live yesterday where I was like, Jasmine don't mind tricking for some dick. She don't. That's why she'd come on here and beg for a comforter, because even though she got the money for it, she'd probably rather trick off on some dick to get her needs met while the internet meets the needs of her kids. The internet can meet the needs of her kids while she uses her money to meet the needs of herself. Yep. What's sad is that TikTok has taught me that there are so many women like Olivia and Jazz. No wonder most of these ninjas aren't worth it. Oh yeah. There are a lot of women like Jasmine and Olivia. There are a lot of women that are okay with giving they all to a man and at the detriment of their kids. Their kids are lacking or suffering, or I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think Jasmine kids be lacking or suffering, bro. They got Philip. If her kids need anything, they got Philip. I think Jasmine just really be begging for the hell of it, just to see if somebody gonna do it. You don't think she can get none without tricking? We. You know what? There is somebody. You know what? Never mind. Because if she was bold enough to hop in Chris' inbox, she been hopping in other niggas' inboxes too. Yeah, I don't think when she begs for her kids, it's not a need. It's just to see. It's just to see if she can get away with it. Let's be honest, Jasmine cannot pull a man that's not Chris or worse. I mean, she can if she buys them. If she step in the inbox. Yeah, I believe Phil and Hannah pay for everything, sis, off top. Especially Hannah's dumbass. I'm sorry. Hannah, I'm sorry. I know you love Philip. You've been holding him down for these years. But goddamn, sis. It's like y'all have to carry Jasmine's load too. Like, goddamn. Philip doesn't seem to do much. Them kids look a mess. They look a mess when we see them because they be with Jasmine. They be with their mama when we see them. Who knows, Stanker come from drunken night Jazz, took an advantage. Yeah, we remember that. I used to think good people were the majority, but since the internet, nope, most people ain't shit and only some are good. Listen, When y'all come to the grips of reality that evil prevails, and it sounds terrible, and everybody like, no, and I pray, and I hope, and my God, listen, nothing wrong with your belief system, but the reality, let's just cook for a minute. The reality of the situation is evil prevails. Drama prevails. There's an underlying evilness when it comes to drama. Let's take Olivia, for instance. She loves drama and the attention. The underlying evil is the neglect that she bestows upon her children, that is adamantly placed in the faces of strangers on the internet. The intentional neglect is the evil, but it's prevailing because people are watching and it's getting her paid. You see what I'm saying? So people really got to come to the terms really like evil be prevailing. Evil be prevailing. Look at that YouTuber nigga that's out here in Katy, Texas, that done ran off to Dubai for kidnapping two girls. He's taunting them on the internet with his actions, making statements about, I'd rather kidnap my kids than to kidnap some two little white girls. And, just kind of taunting people on the internet about him being in Dubai, knowing he's wanted in America. That's evil. That's fucking sinister. Okay? The more of a good person you are, the more people are going to take fucking advantage of you. That's another harsh reality. It's hard to maintain being a good person because people are going to fuck you over. Yeah, that's the nigga named Corey. Thank you, sis. I couldn't even think of the nigga name. Yeah, Corey said that shit. He would rather kidnap his kids than two little white girls. So I'm saying all that to say that it's hard maintaining being a good person in a world full of evil because everywhere you look, evil is prevailing. Plain and fucking simple. So tying that to Jasmine in this situation, is it cute to toy with the idea of a miscarriage? It's not cute at all. People battle with infertility and other issues when it comes to the reproductive system all the time. But to know that a bitch could so candidly come on here and be like, yeah, I had a miscarriage. Yeah, I was pregnant. And then just kind of nonchalantly go on about it and talk about it like it's nothing. And oh, thank God I didn't want to have another kid. What would I do? Blah, blah. To know that there's a bitch out there taking that so lightly when there's a woman out there yearning to be someone's mother, that's evil. That's sinister. You know what I'm saying? Evil and sinister. And let me say this. And shout out to my sister Eric's. Because I know a lot of people was trying to came to her and me about Jasmine didn't mean it in that way what she said about the fires. She was responding to somebody saying, why are you, going live when there's fires in California? And Jasmine's response pretty much was like, I can't stop my bag because there's a fire in California. My thing is, it's not the response. It's the nonchalant, fucked up delivery that she gave. And then said she's not getting a check for it. It's the lack of compassion when the bitch could have simply said, well, I have a job to do, but I'm going to pray for those people and hope for the best. And I wish I could help them. But the bitch always redirected to her own selfish fucking needs. That's the fucking problem. That's the problem. So I get she was trying to explain why should I stop going live because of fires in California. It's the fact, bitch, you show no compassion when explaining why you need to get your money and keep working. But today you tried to say, well, we could just pray for them. That's all we can do. Bitch, you should have said that in the first place. You should have never had to mention about you not getting no money. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Bitch, it's always about you. You, you're weird. Sis said, look at Naziah Harris. Her uncle gets to live while she decomposes somewhere. Sure, he's going to jail, but it's not justice. I mean, it's not. It's not. So many people failed Naziah Harris, and I'm gonna do a whole nother live on that because I'm fully invested in this story because it's so sad. I've been on her Instagram and I seen that her grandma have the refrigerator locked in the background. It is just that's a whole another rabbit hole. That story makes me very emotional. It makes me very emotional. Jazz was so mad when she felt like no one gave a damn about her piss poor channel getting banned, so she's not in a. That's another yeah. She was hella mad. Like you didn't have another channel. He also said he's trying to get that girl deported when she's the reason why he's up now. Who? What I miss? Who getting deported? Or who trying to get who deported? Yes. The auntie is still putting money on the books. In the Naziah Harris case, the auntie Shannon is still putting money on this nigga's books. Yes. I saw that today, sis. I did. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I'm gonna do a whole live on it like tomorrow or something because I want to get all my shit together before we discuss it. Jasmine doesn't care about others in general. There has never been a time when Jasmine was empathetic. There was a time when Jasmine was empathetic only towards Olivia. You notice that? She was very empathetic towards Olivia in every way, shape, or form. That's the only time I've ever seen her be empathetic towards somebody is Olivia. The weirdest shit. Kel, she thought the subbies got the channel taken down. She was pissed. Jasmine wants y'all to believe that dumbass shit. Subbies cannot get your channel taken down. YouTube has to review it and it is flagged for whatever reason. A bunch of people reporting your shit don't really do shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because they're already gonna have things to analyze and look at it real quickly before they have to really scan. If they catch something that they be like, oh, okay, if AI or whatever catches something, they're gonna take it down. But Jazz wants y'all to believe that people have that much power. Think about it. There's a whole sector called the beef sector. Those people channels get taken down because they do some heinous shit, doxing, all that old crazy shit. But just to go on here and a regular mommy vlogging channel gets taken down by subscribers, like, no, it's not even possible. It's not even possible. Like, don't fall for that shit. Yeah, that's the only time is when Chrissy didn't want to be her friend and when Olivia didn't want to be her friend. But those were all selfish reasons. And she is male centered. Male centered. Absolutely. I really hope it's something better after this. It's probably not, but I hope. The whole existence is trifling as fuck. I agree. Mm. No, she responded to her supporters because the lady said that she was dealing with that, the same lady that bought off of her registry. Oh, okay. Yeah, she stay lying. Oh, this must be about the Naziah Harris. Let me see. His baby mama with the 2-year-old can't stand that man. She's washing, giving his defense attorney all the attitude, and the judge let it ride. I was like, yes, finally someone shows emotions for that baby. His sister did. It's sad though. Oh, Corey. Oh my God. Between Corey, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are so evil and fucking sinister. Like, the Corey situation, the Naziah Harris situation. It's so much real life shit going on. It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, they would have been took Liv's channel by now if that was the case. Jasmine thinks her subbies are stupid and don't understand social media. So when people like us clock her, she gets upset. She do. I'm gonna say I reported her channel a few times and the bitch stayed up. So yes, that's a lie. She's not you reported her channels. Oh my god. Oh my god. Corey is a famous YouTuber, sis, who met some he lived in Katy in Texas. He met, I guess, two white girls in Houston, invited them out on a date and tried to like lightweight kidnap them, was driving erratically on the road and kind of like asked them if they want to die or something like that, or was talking about unaliving them. And he let them out on the side of the freeway. Um and so they have reported that or whatever. So the police are looking for him in regards to kidnapping charges, but so conveniently he then flew to Dubai. So he in Dubai right now. And he's like making social media posts kind of taunting the situation because he in Dubai. Y'all, I reported Tampon Sotomayor's channel for years. I couldn't stand Tommy Sotomayor. You hear me? That was a disgusting, vile man. You hear me? That nigga hated women from the root chakra of his loins. You hear me? That man was a piece of fucking work. You hear me? Tampon soda buyer. I forgot about that nigga. I forgot all about him, sis. You really brought back a memory. I remember that nigga. I think he did a segment on Chrissy or something like that. That nigga was something else. So yes, similar situation to the Ayana Sawyer story. I just found out about that story, and I know that was a few years ago. The aunt's predator boyfriend got her pregnant, unalived her. These females are so desperate to have a man in their bed. So true. So true. Yeah, I hated that man. I hated that man. My bad. Did it sound like I said crispy? I meant to say Chrissy. Y'all know I be congested. I got pregnancy congestion. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got pregnancy congestion. Nah, his channel down. Yeah, his channel gone. It's been gone for a while. Yeah, the story of the Ayana, what's her name again? Ayana and Nazaya stories are very similar. And what's funny is the men look similar. That's the gag. The men look similar. I don't know if he was Hispanic or mixed or something. Oh, oh, that was his name, Crispy. Okay, my bad. Madeline Soto, when her mom was taking advantage of her. Her mom? Her mom was doing that? I gotta look up Madeline Soto. Wow, her mama. Thank you, D. Sanders. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, those men look similar. Men who can't get pussy from the lowest of the low hanging fruit, like Jazz and Olivia, are the angriest men in the world. Is scary. Oh, her mom's boy. Oh, her mom's boyfriend. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Madeline Soto. Okay. Kels, I really think that Jazzy did that storyline because Key plus three just miscarried and Chrissy. Listen, I said that at the beginning of this live, sis. You wasn't even quite in here yet. I said Jasmine always finds somebody's storyline to copy, no matter what. No matter what. She always finds somebody's storyline to copy. You know what? I'm gonna say this really quickly. And I'm not better than nobody. I don't feel, like I'm just a saint or some shit. But I did not seriously date while my daughter was pretty much in my home. Like y'all know, she live in New York now. She grown. She with her people. She going to school doing her thing. But I didn't really date for real because I had a daughter. When I was with y'all nephew, daddy, my daughter was living with her grandma and her daddy. She was in New York then. I'm saying this to say I never wanted the opportunity for my daughter to say a man touched her or something inappropriate happened. Every time I was in something serious, for real, it was never around my daughter because I always wanted to protect her to the best of my abilities from predatory shit because I could be like, I love this nigga, this my nigga, but my kid is my kid. I'm the type of woman, I'm gonna always put my kid above my feelings for a nigga. So I never brought niggas around my kids like that. Now, I'm not saying people don't assault little boys too, because it happens to little boys too. But I'm saying for my daughter, I put my life on hold. I'm just keeping it a book. It is what it is. Do I have regrets about it? No, I don't. I'm living now. Bitch, I'm living now. But I did put my life on hold because I never wanted that to even be a factor. Like, oh, mommy, he looked at me weird, or he came in my room, or none of that shit. None of that shit. Now, a lot of people be like, I ain't putting my life on hold. And I feel like it's different when you have a daughter. When moms have sons, I feel like they can still date and go out and do all that shit and be with niggas. It's a little different. But when you have daughters, I never want the opportunity for my daughter to feel like a man is looking at her in a weird way, making her feel uncomfortable, anything, little things. You feel me? So I just never even stepped in that arena. I was just like, okay, fuck it, whatever. You know? And I was like, cool. So when she was younger and I made the executive decision for her to go live with her grandma so she could go to school, that's when I started hanging out with y'all nephew daddy. And we was together. And I was in that situation. And then when that was over, my daughter came back home. And then we moved to Texas. Like, fuck it. You feel me? So I'm not saying nobody put your life on hold, but I want y'all to look at these stories of these young girls who are being unalived by the men that their aunties and grandmas and sisters and mamas are dating. The signs be there. Just like the shit we used to see with Chris going into the bathroom and giving Amaya a bath bomb and, Ava sitting on his lap. A lot of people be like, oh, y'all thinking too much into it. It's not thinking too much into it. It's you don't know what that little girl is feeling. Okay? I personally never wanted that opportunity to be open. Jasmine didn't see a problem with it because she thinks about her own self satisfaction and gratification. She never liked it, Amaya, no way. So if Chris was very focused on Amaya, he knew whatever any inappropriate thing he could possibly do, Jasmine would brush it the fuck off because Amaya is the child she don't like. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? So what a lot of us viewed as inappropriate behavior from a grown man and a child, Jasmine would brush it off because it's the child she's not fond of in the first fucking place. You know? So I'm saying this to say, like, you have to protect all your kids, but your daughters, so they don't end up like Naziah Harris, so they don't end up like Madeline Soto, so they don't end up like Ayana. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's being touched by the uncle or somebody's boyfriend. You have to be careful and pay fucking attention. Yeah, that's why he was hung up over Maya. Exactly, because he knew that's the one Jasmine don't You feel me? She just don't fuck with her. Jasmine's gonna always try to do some weird shit. Always. Sis said, I'm married, but if I was single, I couldn't date. I have one daughter and I wouldn't want anything to happen to her. That's what I'm saying. I don't mind. I didn't mind putting my life on hold. I really didn't. Because I never was male centered in the first place. That's me. Like, I never was male centered like that. Like, okay, cool. Get some dick outside the house. You feel me? Don't come back pregnant, bitch. Don't get no STDs. Have your fun. Get your ass back home. Simple. Simple. You don't need to move a nigga in. You don't need to bring a nigga around your kids. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably is. Dick worshiping pygmies. It is. Sister, there is no dick in the world that's worth my kid's life. I watch my daughters like a hawk. If I have to stay single for the next 12 years, I don't care. Abuse is trauma that lasts. Listen, do you fucking hear me? Trauma that lasts a lifetime. A lifetime. Seriously. Mm-mm. I'm big on that. You can't come over. I'm big on that. Sister, I was a little man crazy as a teen, but once I had my son, that flew out the window. Yeah. When you ain't got no kids, be man crazy all you want to, girl. Do your thing. Once you're responsible for somebody else's life, you gotta move like you give a fuck, like you care. You know? I hope not. I really hope Jasmine don't be luring in sick men by using a Maya. I hope not. Chris moved in way too fast because Jasmine was gullible like that. She was gullible like that. She didn't think two fucks about them kids and what they thought. Two fucks. She didn't care. Chris moving fast, cool. Any nigga that want to move in with a bitch that got 4 kids, like you don't give a fuck. You don't even like the bitch for real. You in survival mode. That's what the fuck he was in, survival mode at any cost. Sister, I was never male centered, but I've always pulled a fine man with some money and go, period. Per. You hear me? Yeah, I said that too, though. It's not just daughters. You have sons as well, of course. It's not just daughters. You got to watch sons as well. Children, period. You got to watch kids around kids. You feel me? Live. This is the difference between Olivia and Jasmine when it comes to moving niggas in hella fast. Jasmine literally does it because she is male centered and she's desperate to have in house dick because her whole motivation is dick and self pleasure. The difference between Jasmine and Olivia is Olivia wants to prove a point to Gerard and the rest of the world that she don't care no more. So moving a man in is to prove that she has moved on. Is to prove that she is no longer giving a fuck about her ex. She don't do it for the reasons Jasmine doing. I don't believe Olivia is really dickmatized like Jasmine is. I believe she's desperate to prove a point. That's what I believe. That's why children by random niggas off POF is okay for Olivia because she wants to prove the point that Gerard is not the center of her universe anymore. Jasmine not like that. Jasmine genuinely wants dick on demand. Dick in the house for her own personal satisfaction. She ain't trying to prove a point to nobody. With Chris, she was trying to kind of prove a point that, okay, I'm going to get married and he going to love me. But she moved Chris in initially because of Dick and he was homeless. And she knew if I keep throwing money at the nigga, he's gonna keep giving me some dick because he's in the house. Two different motives, okay? That's how I feel. Two different motives. One is trying to prove a point over the ex that she's still stuck on, and to the bunch of people on the internet that can read through her bullshit. And Jasmine is just stuck on dick, period. Okay? Big difference. No. Thank you, Dex. Olivia's never going to get over Gerard. No. 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 Jazz and Tuna want to be motherfucking wife so bad, but they don't got shit to offer. Olivia was a wife. That's the gag. Olivia was a wife. She treated Gerard like shit because her mammy let her get away with that fucked up behavior her whole life. So she thought she could do that with the nigga until she lost the nigga. And ever since she lost the nigga, she's been trying to prove to the world that she has moved on, that she does not care. You think Jazz would be trying to come on here and prove that she don't give a fuck about Philip? No. Jasmine don't gotta prove that she don't give a fuck about Philip. Olivia always gotta prove that she don't give a fuck about Gerard. The gag is she's still deeply in love with that nigga. That's the gag. So having random men impregnate her is nothing. Picking a nigga up from the halfway house, nothing to her. Because she has a point to prove. It lasted 3 days. Yeah. Liv will forever be upset about the life she had but lost. Yeah, bingo. She had a good life with Gerard. When she lost Gerard, it all went downhill, especially, most definitely after losing custody of her. Bingo. Jasmine didn't lose shit with Philip. When the relationship was over with her and Philip, Philip went to jail, told her she was fat, broke up with her over the phone, and that was that. Jasmine was already struggling with Philip. So it's like she didn't really lose nothing by not fucking with Philip. And when he got home, he still was a daddy to his kids. Olivia literally lost a quote unquote ideal lifestyle, husband and kids and a dog, because she wanted to be a single mother making it on YouTube so fucking bad. She fumbled her whole lifestyle and lost custody of her kids, and then tried to prove a point that she was over it by fucking random niggas off POF. Now, how backwards is that? How backwards is that? Yes, Jasmine's used to it. Jasmine is used to it. Olivia is trying to really act like that shit don't bother her, but she is highly phased. Liv had it made and she knew she messed up. That's why for the past 5 years she has been crashing. Exactly. She had it fucking made. Gerard's stupid ass would have did anything for that hoe. Anytime you play with a bitch hemorrhoids on camera, pretending like you pulling shit out of her ass on camera, you love that dumbass. But anytime you pretend that this bitch had a GED graduation ceremony and you know all that shit came from Amazon and you sitting there recording and cheering her on talking about GED. Anytime you play some stupid game, like, you are in love with that dumbass bitch. You're in love. He knew that. She knew that. Now Nisha is then took her king and it ran off into the fucking sunset. That bitch is over there distraught. Oh yeah, she regrets that shit every day. Every day. Having another baby won't help. Having a new baby daddy won't help. Moving from state back and forth won't help. Doing coke won't help. Hopping on the internet crashing out won't help. None of that shit will help Olivia until she sits in the mirror and be like, fuck, This was all my fault. But she'll never do it. She'll never do it. She'll never do it. She is a hot fucking mess. So that's the difference between them two. Olivia moved niggas in because she trying to prove a point. Jasmine ain't trying to prove no point, baby. She wants the kitty scratched. She wants dick on demand. She is hypersexual and focused on that dick. Okay? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't even think Jasmine been in love, bruh. Olivia was in love with Gerard. I don't think Jasmine was in. I don't even think Jasmine was in love with Philip. That dick had her mind gone. I don't think it was love. I don't think it was love. I don't think Jasmine been in love, but she loved that dick. Man, sis, you better come with it. What? That nigga Gerard smelled that Folgers coffee, woke up and never looked back. Never looked back. She know it. She knows she can't get him back. See, that's the thing. She used to that cat and mouse game, cat and mouse with Gerard. When he stopped chasing her, that bitch, her whole world crumbled. Her whole world crumbled. I think what is eating live up the most is the same female that Gerard cheated on her with. It's the same female that he married and took all three of her kids with him. I would hate to have literally lost it all. Baby, you gonna cheat on me with this bitch and then go marry the bitch? But that's Olivia's fault though. Because what did Olivia do 30 days after being married? What did she do, y'all? Come on, don't act like y'all don't remember. They went to Houston. She sucked and fucked on Maurice. And then the following month, she was playing around with pregnancy tests. Don't act like y'all don't recall. All right. Don't act like y'all don't recall. She sucked and fucked on Maurice 30 days after being a bride. And then the following month was taking pregnancy tests. So stop. She brought all this shit on herself. She brought all this shit on herself. Yes. All the shit on herself. Okay. Liv could have had been easy breezy life, but she could have been proud of by her man, listen. Gerard thought the sun and the moon sat on Liv's ass. You hear me? But it's like she kept trying every behavior to see how far she could take it. Till the nigga couldn't take it no more. I'm gonna be honest with you. If he didn't have Nisha to run back to, he probably would have still been putting up with Olivia's shit. I ain't gonna hold you. If he did not have Nisha as an option, he probably still would have been dealing with Olivia's bullshit. I guarantee it. Because she would have gotten worse and worse. I believe that Nisha helped him get out that sunken place. Because he had somebody that could bring him some type of peace in the midst of the chaos that he was trauma bonded to with Olivia as. But if he didn't have Nisha, he would have still been fucking with Olivia. He would have still been fucking with her. That's true. You ain't lying. Ain't no telling who she did before the girl's true. You ain't lying. Some females just aren't cut to be married or mothers, period. I totally fucking agree. Gerard look a million times better since being with Nisha. That nigga looked it. Let me tell y'all, Gerard was an ugly ass nigga with Olivia. You hear me? I used to be like, ugh, look at that nigga. With Nisha, he actually looked like somebody. He actually looked like somebody. So said, do y'all think Gerard would still be there if Tuna didn't try to pin that baby on him after his vasectomy? I think he would have. If he didn't have Nisha as an option, I think he would have. Yeah, yeah, he do. I don't understand why Nisha was okay with being an option. Girl, listen, listen. I might tell you a joke, but I ain't gonna tell you a lie. Now Nisha did end up winning in the end, but baby, couldn't have been me, bitch. That's all I'm saying. Once a nigga leave me and go marry the bitch, you can't come back, bro. Sorry. That's just me though. That's just me. Okay? Once he married Olivia, bro, you can't come back. I'm sorry. That's just me though. That's just me. But listen, apparently Nisha saw something in Gerard that made her heart flutter or whatever, and she ended up being the wife in the long run. She ended up being the wife in the long run, so it panned out for her. It panned. Not Gerard was dressing like Stella. Y'all crazy. I'm about to get the hell up out of here. I don't even think he'll go back to Tuna if Nisha left him because Olivia has ruined herself. She's gutter now. Oh yeah, now after no. If he wasn't with Nisha, he definitely wouldn't go back to her. No. Yeah, they probably wasn't. They probably wasn't. They probably wasn't. I don't consider that winning. She got stuck with three kids that are not hers. Listen, a lot of people love Nisha, and Nisha is the hood hero. She came in and she saved them kids from their drug addicted mother and loved on their father. Whatever Nisha saw in Gerard, it works out for her. I'm just saying, me personally, because you gotta think about it. Olivia, unfortunately, is those kids' mama. Meaning, even though Nisha is the wife, she's gonna have to deal with the energy of Tuna Can Johnson in some capacity. It takes a very strong willed woman to love a man enough that you'll deal with his crazy ass ex. I can't do it. I don't want to deal with a crazy ex. I don't, that's just me. But some women are built for that. Some women love a man so much enough that they are willing to deal with his crazy ex. I can't do it. That's just me. So more kudos to Nisha because she is the epitome of love conquers all. Because she's conquering that shit. I just wouldn't be able to do it. Especially seeing the type of bitch Olivia is on social media. No way. Mm-mm. And I don't got no kids with him. I'm not tied to him. We just love each other and we're married. Yeah, no, big dog, I'm cool. I'm cool. But to each its own. Okay? Especially if he makes it worth it. It's not like they're like little babies. That's true. The kids are bigger kids. They're not little kids. So that's a plus. You know, they probably make each other lives better. They probably overcome the Olivia situation together. But even overcoming the Olivia situation, Olivia is a permanent fixture. Okay? I wouldn't want to be involved in that. Olivia crazy ass is a permanent fixture. Just you gotta understand, just because shit is cool for a moment and the chaos is down, bitches like Olivia find an opportunity to stir some shit back up. To get noticed, to say something. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you'll ever really have complete peace because a bitch like that is gonna always find a way to try to disrupt it and come with her bullshit to intervene. I look, you got to be built for it. You got to be built for it. Yeah. What you get? You order some cologne? Oh, excuse me, fancy pants. Okay. Anyways, Yeah, Olivia unfortunately ain't going nowhere. If they end up having a baby together, Liv would lose her mind. I hope he would get his vasectomy reversed so they can have a baby. Nisha's definitely cute, naturally batty with the body. I like to think that they won't, but what if them kids turn on Nisha when they grow up? I would hope they don't. But knowing the type of mother they have, if they let Olivia keep being around them kids, she would probably try to taint their mind. She would probably try to say, Nisha's the reason why me and your dad aren't together, or Nisha did this, Nisha did that. So I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's a lot. But you know what? I've always said this about Gerard, and I'm gonna continue to say it. His dumbass knew the type of bitch Olivia was, and he kept fucking her and putting babies in her. He knew she was crazy. I believe he enjoyed that type of crazy until he didn't enjoy it no more. The bad part is that was 3 kids later. That's it. But that nigga knew. Gerard knew what type of crazy bitch Olivia was. So that's on him. He knew. Yeah. I get it. He was young. We all was young. We made stupid mistakes. I get it. He was young. And everybody tells me he tried to do right by his kids. That's why he married her.
Yeah.
But to me, if y'all notice, she didn't act worse until he married her. Once he married Olivia, her behavior turned way worse. Horribly worse after being married. She was a fucking monster after that. Just a mess. I'm sorry, but I don't consider Nisha as a hero. She was creeping with Gerard knowing about Olivia. Look, sis, Myra, me and you are only about the 5% that think like that. Because I definitely think like that. I mean, look, let's just keep it a buck. She, he was dibbling and dabbling with both. But like I said, after he married Olivia, you couldn't have spun the block on me, bruh. Sorry. Him and Nisha wasn't even broken up that long. From them breaking up to them getting back together was less than a fucking year. And within that time, he had already married Olivia like a month and a half later after leaving Nisha. Like, nah, I would have been cool, bro. I would have been cool. Like, nah, that's. I'm gonna just say this. It's gonna be controversial, and I know a lot of people gonna disagree. But to a certain extent, Nisha got low self esteem. We talk about Hannah and being there with Philip and all his kids and shit. But I mean, look at Nisha. Is Nisha too much different than Hannah? Let's just keep it a bean. I mean, she got the ring, but he already married the other bitch and divorced her, and then decided to marry her. And let's keep it a buck. Is Nisha really that much different than Hannah? Let's just be for real. But the thing is, Gerard stayed with Nisha. Liv had the babies out of wedlock. Yeah, but he went back and married Olivia. That's the gag. He could have just stayed with he did not have to marry Olivia. And I know y'all gonna be in the comment. He was trying to do right by his kids. He wanted a family. He did that for the kids. Niggas don't get married for the kids, bro. Let's keep it a fucking buck. That's that old school, our grandfathers and grandmothers love story, nigga. Niggas like that was not get married. Niggas like Gerard do not get married because of the fucking kids. That nigga loved him Tuna Can Johnson, bro. He did. He did. Yeah, I get it. I know. I feel you. Now they are, love of lives. They're doing good. Nisha and Gerard's relationship is thriving. Their black love, they're overcoming obstacles together as a couple, beautiful. But that Tuna Can Johnson is permanently attached to that by being the mother of them kids. Whew, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You think he settled? He listen, Suma, you better tell him. Men in 2020 do not get married for kids. He loved her. I'm trying to tell y'all. He loved Tuna Can, man. He fucking loved her. You feel me? He loved her. Kel says we can agree to disagree, but the only reason he married Liv is to build his case for his kids, and God is on Big Rod's side. Liv dragged that. She dragged that man, but he knew what he was getting into before signing them papers, because he already knew who she was. Olivia was the woman Gerard wanted and loved, but he settled for Nisha when he realized that Olivia really didn't care about. Ooh, they don't want to have that conversation. Ooh, shh, be quiet, CO. They don't want to have that conversation. You cooking, bitch. You cooking. Shh. You are cooking. But that's the only reason why he not with her. Because she really didn't give a fuck about him and she treated the nigga like shit. But he really wanted her. And you know why he wanted her? Because of her fucking features. Because of her being mixed with light eyes and curly hair. That's what the fuck he was so infatuated with. I feel like he said, I mean, you know. Now Nisha's the better woman, so it was a come up. But I mean, you know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Okay? And I feel like Gerard lived and he learned. He learned the hard way, unfortunately, that the bitch I really want don't give a fuck about me. So I'm gonna go to the bitch that do give a fuck about me. You gotta understand, a nigga will fuck with a bitch that he really don't want because she cares about him and his children. That'll make a nigga fall in love when really he want the trifling bitch that ain't shit. But she don't want him. She not in love with him. Olivia didn't want him until she realized the nigga was gone. That's when Olivia fell in love with Gerard, when she realized he wasn't coming back. That's why she still hung up on the fact like, damn, he really left. He didn't chase me this time. That's why she's still obsessed and still trying to be deeply in love with this nigga, because she realized, fuck, he really gone. He really did leave me for the bitch I never thought he'd really go leave me for. I thought he'd go chase me. That's why she's stuck. That's why she's infatuated with that nigga now, because he's really not hers no more. And she can't fucking believe it. She can't fucking believe it. She said he done been through all my bullshit. And he finally left for real? How dare he? It was exactly cat and mouse, for sure. Liv messed up. She pushed him into Nisha's arms. Don't clean, don't cook, online all day. Bingo. Thank you, Virgo. She pushed that man into Nisha's arms and thought he was going to chase her like he always do. He stopped. I can't, hold on. I think some people just don't like Olivia that much. They just want to agree with Gerard no matter what. You know what, Myra? I think that too. A lot of people don't really see the role that Gerard played in this shit. I see it. A lot of people view him as the stand-up guy. And don't get me wrong, he is the stand-up man for standing up, taking his kids out that toxic situation and moving on with his life with his woman. I give him that. But the bullshit he created before that, no, I want him to stand on that. I want him to stand on it. It was his fault. It was both of their fault. I can't tell. She just said the other day she never loved him. He loved her. She loves Zolo more. That's true when she was with him. Olivia didn't love that nigga till he was gone. Cause he wasn't chasing her no goddamn more. That's when she realized, fuck. Liv loved Zolo because they was both playing with that snow. Liv loved Zolo because he was like a lot like her. Don't give a fuck about responsibilities. Living life reckless day to day. Nigga with no job working at Taco Bell or whatever the fuck. You feel me? Getting high. Shit like that. She like a nigga like that. Oh, you gonna get high with me? We gonna kick it. She had a blast with Zolo, okay? Gerard was really trying to build with her. You can't build with a woman like Olivia. Gerard wanted to build something. He wanted a foundation. He wanted a family. He wanted to build. You can't build with a bitch like that. That's what Gerard wanted to do. She wasn't on that hype. She wanted the thrills. The thrills that came with Zolo. Zolo was here for a fun time, not a long time. That's why she got the baby and it was done. That's what she loved about Zolo. He was a fun time, not a long time. That nigga Gerard was trying to build. She wasn't on that. And she do like him because he's biracial. Yes. Yeah. You feel me? She met the nigga fresh out in a halfway house. She like niggas like that. Olivia loves niggas that have been in jail. You feel me? Always. Piss pants. I will never forgive her in that diaper. Olivia Zolo came from the same type of family though. Chaotic. Gerard, yeah. Exactly. She also says she regret the marriage but was running from ducking, dodging them divorce papers. She will say anything to prove to people she has moved on from Gerard. I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It's a facade. She didn't give a fuck about the nigga when she had him. When she realized he was done playing cat and mouse, that's when she realized, oh my God, he was the best nigga I had. I really love this nigga. But she wants him and the people on the internet to believe it was a mistake. I regret getting married to him. I really love Zolo. I didn't love Gerard at all. Blah, blah, blah. She will say anything to hide that hurt. That bitch hurt that Nisha done ran off with her nigga. That bitch is hurt. So she's going to say anything to make it seem like it's no big deal. I didn't care in the first place. The problem is that's the problem. You didn't care in the first place. You care now and you can't fucking get over it. You can't fucking get over it. You were so used to the cat and mouse game. The bitch thought she was going to win. She can't get over it. Yeah, she is obsessed with street niggas. Yeah. Gerard was... she want a nigga that try to, you feel me, smack her up and choke her and shit. Girl, it's a mess. But yeah, let me get the hell on up out of here. But in conclusion, because we got on this whole tuna tangent, we got there because I was describing the difference between Olivia moving the nigga in and Jasmine moving the nigga in, which is Jasmine just love dick. It is what it is. And she don't mind paying for it. She don't mind risking her kids' safety for it. She just wants some dick. Olivia is obsessed with trying to prove to Gerard and the internet that she is over him and she has moved on with her life. When clearly she's steady stuck. Anytime you can steady come on here and talk about how you love Zolo more and you didn't love Gerard and you regret the marriage, but you was running from the divorce papers. You wouldn't sign the goddamn papers. Like you're a walking contradiction. It's fucking sad. But anyways, y'all, thumbs up the live on your way out. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.
Argue with you? No. You mad. You big mad.